Hello everyone, Courtney here from How to Loom Your Dragon. Happy May. I hope you missed me. I took a little bit of a break. But anyway, so this tutorial is of baby Saphira. So the smaller version of my large Saphira. You can check out my large Saphira tutorial, which you can't even fit the whole thing in camera here, but you can check her out on my channel, okay? We will be making the mini version. This tutorial is dedicated to Jamieleigh Morgan. Jamieleigh, I hope that you love this little cute baby and that you make her. She is a complex baby, or more complex than my other baby dragons, but she is totally worth it because she's really cute. This video will be broken into several parts, okay? You can check the description of the video for the band count, okay? Because chances are it's going to change slightly from my diagram. Okay, so this tutorial I tried to do on a single loom, just 3 columns, but the wings ended up looking too flimsy, so I added an extra row in order to do the wings. Okay, hope that doesn't disappoint too many of you, but you do need 4 columns for this tutorial. Okay, but the only time we are using the 4th one is for the wings. Okay, the rest will just need a single loom. Okay, so we're going to begin by doing the wings. Okay, I have one already done, so it's really cute. It's a little wing, so hopefully yours will turn out cute as well. Alright, so I'm going to start with my navy blue jelly, 2 at a time. Okay, now I'm taking a jelly blue and opaque blue. Okay, so the 2 lighter blues, 1 of each at a time. Okay. So, this is where the claw is going to go on this peg. This is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8th peg from the top. Okay, so keep this in mind. With your finger on this peg, we're going to take these bands here and lift them off, okay? And these ones and these ones, okay? So you want to lift those up, and then we're taking a dark blue, so whatever color this was, okay? This row here, you're taking that color, and we're just going to take one, and we're going to stretch it all the way like that. Okay, and then we can replace these bands on top. Okay, and now I'm going to lift up, let's see, this one, and this one. I think it's on this one, this one. Let's lift up this one too. I think we can actually replace these two. Okay, so lift up this one, and this one, I believe. Okay, like that. And take another of the dark blue. We're going to put this like this. So we're kind of making a diamond shape, sort of. Okay, actually I think I want it like that. How did I do this? Yeah, it was like this. Okay, so we also have to lift off these guys, okay? So it looks like this, okay? This is a little tricky. Sorry, I have to like second guess with these because, you know, there's a trick to it. Sometimes you don't figure it out till after you put the bands down. Okay, like that. And then I'm going to replace these and these. So these actually we want to go above. Okay, so make sure when you replace these two, they are above that dark blue. Okay? And we can replace these two. I think we can replace all of them, actually. Let's replace all of them. Okay, like that. Okay, now I'm going to lift up these two. This is going to look like this. Then I can lift up these two. And then I believe I want to lift up these two again as well. Okay, so now you lift up those. Take another dark blue. And we're going to make a triangle like, or a diamond sort of like that now. Okay. Now when we replace these two, we want to make sure we bring them above that blue band. Okay, so they are above that dark blue. Okay. And then we can replace these and these. Okay, and then I'm going to lift up these, and these. And take one more dark blue, place diagonally like that. Okay? Alright, so it should look like that. Okay? You have a band that's straight here, and then you got two like diamond ones here that are opposite of each other. Okay? Hopefully that'll work out. Haha. Alright, so now we're going to do our horizontal bands. So I'm taking the dark blue and I'm going to be double looping it. So just one dark blue double looping between these pegs. Okay, like this. Now I'm taking one each of the lighter blues, so two each, or I mean one of each, so two. Placing them across these. Okay, I double looped a jelly blue there, and I'm going to double loop another jelly blue across here, and here, and one more here. Okay, now we have to make the wing ridges and the claw. So I'm going to take a white band and I'm going to wrap it, creating 5 loops on my hook. I'm going to take another white band, I'm going to double loop it onto my hook and pull that other band on, and then reclaim the loops so it looks like that, and then take 3 white bands onto your hook and pull those onto there and replace. This is the wing claw, and this is going right here where all those blue bands are joining together, right here. Okay, now we're going to make the ridge here. So I'm going to take a white, wrap it around your hook, creating 5 loops, grab another white, put it on your hook, pull that white onto this white, clean the loops, and take 2 of your dark blue, so whatever color this column is. You're going to take 2 of those bands and pull the white onto those, reclaim the edge, or the ends, and wrap those loops around the tip right there. Okay, now we're going to do 4 along here. Okay, so take another white, wrap it 5 times around your hook, double loop a white, put it onto your hook and pull the white on, reclaim the loops. Then we're going to take one of each of those light blues, the same blues we used in the wing, pull the white onto there, reclaim the loops, and wrap this right around this peg. And turn it so the claw is facing outward. Okay, you're going to make 3 more of those just like this one. Okay, so make one. Once you've made it, you're going to put it right onto this peg, so you're skipping a peg and putting it onto this one. Make another one. Skip a peg and put it onto this peg. And make one more. Skip a peg and put it onto this peg. Okay, so it should look like this. Okay, 4 claws down here, 1 here, and your wing claw here. Alright, so now as we loop up, we're going to be putting more veins on, so you're going to be needing 4 more of that dark blue vein color. Okay, I'm going to dig underneath this claw, or you can pull it out. Take the top 2 bands and loop them. Then take the next 2 bands and loop them. And take the last 2 and loop them, like that. Okay, so it should look nice and neat in here, no tangled up bands. Okay, then we're going to loop up this column up to the claw. Okay, so loop up to the claw, and then you're not going to loop up anymore for now. Now I'm going to loop up this one up to here, okay, where that vein crosses over. And loop up this one just up to here, and this one we are looping up to here. Okay, take the dark blue, so the same color you used on the veins on the other side, and stretch it all the way across like that. Okay, make sure it's going over, or it's around those 4 pegs, okay? Then you're going to dig down here and loop up these 2. You have to go all the way to the bottom to loop those, and then loop up once more to this claw. And I'm going to loop up to here, And I'm going to loop up once more, I believe. Here. So we want the bottom to be free. No, I'm not going to loop that. I'm going to leave that unlooped. Okay. And let's see. I'm going to leave this one unlooped too, I think. Alright, so let's see. If I put this blue band, so take another dark blue. So we're looped up to here, here, and here. If I take this and I make the same diamond that I did on the bottom, oops, which is like this. Let me just think for a second here. Okay, take that off because we need to loop up this guy before we put that on. Sometimes I need a visual in order to see when I need to, okay. Okay, so put that diamond back on so it's like this. Okay, and now I'm going to loop up this one, the one that I looped up before but then put back. Okay, I'm going to loop up twice here, so once, twice. I'm going to loop up this guy, so again here. And I think, yeah, like that. Okay, now you're going to take another dark blue. We're going to make the other diamond right here, okay? So the same that we did on below, we're just doing it again up here, okay? So I made the diamond. I'm going to loop up once here, so you got to dig down and find those two light blue bands, so once there, okay, and I'm going to loop up once here, and then twice here, so once, twice, okay, so I'm looped up to here, 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 and here. Take your last dark blue for this part and stretch it across all 4 pegs like that. Then we can dig down here and loop up this guy, and this guy, this guy. Get the diagonal first, and then the vertical. Up here. And then finally, this is a little tricky, we want to go all the way down, grabbing those 2 at the bottom and loop them up without snapping them. If you snap them, you can just bring another one or another 2 through all the bands again. You don't have to unloop everything. Okay, if you know the trick. Hopefully you know how to do that. Okay, so I'm looping all the way up. Okay, so I looped the entire thing and I'm going to check to make sure I did indeed loop the whole thing. Okay, and now I'm going to take 4 bands of any color, it doesn't matter because we'll be taking them off later. Go through this set, tie a slip knot. Go through this set, tie a slip knot. Go through this set, tie a slip knot. And the last one, tie a slip knot. So make sure you're going through all the loops at the end, and then we can carefully lift the wing off. We're almost done with this wing, we just have to add a little bit of an extension once we've taken it off, just to make it a little longer. Okay, she's Saphira, she's got to be majestic and beautiful, even if she's just a baby in this one. So as you see, as you can take it off, you can see the veins that are going across. Okay, if you did it correctly, if you followed me, you should have 4 easy to see veins going from the claw to each other claw. That took a while to figure out how to design it that way. Took a while. Took like 5 trials of the wing to figure that out. So look how cool that is. You have the veins going down to each claw. Isn't that cool? Hee hee. Alright, we're just going to add a little bit of an extension to make the wings a little bit bigger. Okay, so all we're doing is just taking, let's take 2 of the dark blue here, and here, and here, and then You know, the light blue, the same thing we were doing before, so one of each. Okay, and again taking that dark blue, double looping between here and here, and then the lighter blues across there, one of each, as usual. Each, oops, across like that. Okay. Now, we're going to grab our wing, and we're going to obviously hold it this way so the dark stripe is on the same side as this dark stripe. Go through the loops and take off that tying band. Okay, and wrap those 4 bands around here. Push down as far as you can because you don't want them to lift off. Go through the next set of loops, pull off the tying band, and wrap those around this next peg. Okay. Go through the next set of line, pull off the tying band, wrap those around the 3rd peg, and then the 4th set. Pull off the tying band, wrap them around this final set. And push down, push them all down, okay? Now we have to put some horizontal bands within here, otherwise there'll be like a weird looking spread or gap in the wing. So I'm going to lift up the top 2 bands here, and then these 2. Okay, so now they're on my hook. Rest the hook, grab a dark blue, double loop it, put it across those 2 pegs, then replace first the dark and then the light back over the pegs. Now I'm going to start here, and I'm going to grab these 2, then these 2, then these 2. Okay, rest, and take your 2 blues, put them across, and then replace. If you don't take the loops off before you put the horizontal bands on, you're going to have a weird looking stripe going across, so you really should take the loops off before you do it. And then we're just going to loop up each column to the end. Okay, take white bands, or whatever color, it doesn't matter what color again, because we are going to take these off eventually. So just take 4 bands of any color and tie your slip knots at the end of the wing. Okay, and pull the wing off. And there you have your first wing. Yay! So for your second wing, you can repeat the video exactly the same. You do not need to mirror it, but you can if you want to, okay? They will bend slightly different directions if you do mirror it, but I did mine actually the same. I did not mirror mine. But I'm going to be putting wire in mine anyway, so it doesn't matter. Okay, so you're going to have 2 wings, and then when we attach, we'll just flip them. Okay, so you have your 2 wings. So go back and make your second wing. And now we're going to make her front legs, which are actually pretty simple to make. Okay, so I'm taking 2 jellies and 1 opaque each time here. Okay, 2 jellies, 1 opaque. Alright, 2 jellies, 1 opaque. Again, 2 jellies, 1 opaque. Again, 2 jellies, 1 opaque. And 2 jellies and 1 opaque. 2 jellies, 1 opaque. Okay, so we went down 5 times. There's 3 bands on each thing. 3 bands going, 2 jellies and 1 opaque, like I said. We're going to continue that over right here. 2 jellies and an opaque. like that. Now I'm taking jelly bands and I am double looping one, putting it across like this. 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now again, I'm going to take 2 jellies and an opaque. Now I'm going to take a jelly, an opaque, and a navy. Okay, so one of each of the 3. Okay, now I'm going to take 3 navies and 3 navies again. Okay. Now I'm going to take a white band, wrapping it, creating 5 loops around my hook. I am going to double loop a white onto my hook and pull that white onto it, reclaim the loop, and let's see, yeah, that's okay. Hold on, I'm just checking something. Oh, okay. And then I'm taking a navy blue, double looping it onto my hook, pulling the white onto the navy and reclaiming. Okay, and then this I'm going to wrap right around this peg here. Okay, so I wrapped the navy blue around that peg. Alright, now we're going to make her foot. So grab a white band, wrap it, creating 5 loops around your hook. Take a navy blue, so your dark blue, double loop it onto your hook. Pull the white band onto that navy blue, reclaim the loops of the navy. Take another navy, double loop it onto your hook. Pull that navy onto this one. Okay, this is going to be 1 toe. We're going to make another toe. So keep this on your hook. Take a white, again, wrap it around, creating 5 loops. Double loop a navy. Okay, reclaim, grab another double looped band, put it on your hook, pull it on, reclaim, and we're going to add one more to make this toe a little longer. So another double looped. Okay, replace. Okay, we're going to make another toe, another short one. Okay, so white wrapped around, creating 5 loops. Double loop a navy. Pull the white onto the navy, replace the navy, double loop another navy, pull the white on, reclaim. Okay, so now I'm going to take another double looped navy onto my hook and I'm going to pull all 3 toes onto that double looped navy. Okay, then you're going to push that down on your hook and hold the other loops with your finger or with something. Take 2 navy bands and we're going to wrap them around like that and like that. Okay, so I created 3 loops with the 2 bands, okay, like that. And then take those 2 loops from your finger back onto the hook, okay? So it looks like this. Now we're going to take a double looped navy again and pull all of those onto that double loop navy in order. Chunk and the other ones. Okay, now I'm going to push this down and you can use something to hold the loops of this other end. Okay, I'm going to use a pencil just to hold the loops, okay, because we want to make one more toe here. So take white, wrap it around, creating 5 loops. Take a navy, double loop it on your hook, pull the white onto the navy, reclaim the loop, and do one more. So one more navy. So it's the same as the 2 other short toes, okay? Reclaim. Now the 2 loops that the pencil's holding, I'm going to bring those back onto my hook, so it looks like this. And now I'm just going to take one more double looped navy and pull everything onto that in order. So first these 2 bands, then the toe, and then the other 2 bands. And then reclaim the loops on your hook. Yay! And there is your little foot. Now this foot we are going to be attaching the loops right around this peg. Okay? Just like that. And now, if you are making, oh never mind, just kidding. I'm gonna dig under and just loop up. Okay, cute little footsie. Dig down, grab the 3 blues at the top. Oops, missed one there. Okay, and again take 2 random bands, doesn't matter the color, and tie your slip knots. Pull off. Roar! Hee hee! So there is one of her front legs. Okay, looks really cute. So you need to go back and make a second one. Okay, you can do it exactly the same. I did mine exactly the same. Okay, well, they bend a little differently, but you can do them exactly the same, or you can mirror it. That's totally up to you, how you want to do that. Okay, so we have her wings and her front legs. Now we're just going to do the back legs in this video. Okay. And then we will do the rest, or more in the next video. Okay, so we're going to do the back legs. They're pretty similar to the front legs. They're just a little bit thicker. So again, taking 2 jellies and an opaque each time. Getting there. Okay, here we're taking an opaque, a jelly, and a navy here. Then 3 navies. And 3 navies again. Okay, now take the jelly and an ocean, one of each, for our horizontals up here. And then we want to double loop a jelly right here. Okay, we're going to make another one of those claws, so take a white band, wrap it around, creating 5 loops. Take another white, double loop it onto your hook. Pull the white on, reclaim, and then just take a double loop of the navy, like that. And this is actually going to go up a little higher, so that's going to go right here. Instead of right here, we're putting it here. Okay. Now we're going to make another foot. Okay, the same way we made the first 2 feet. It's exactly the same. Alright, so now we're looping, obviously. Grab the top bands here. There's 3, make sure you grab all 3. Loop all the way up this one. Okay, tie off your ends. Yay! So there is our back foot. Okay, so as usual, you can make a second one, you can make it exactly the same. Okay, there's mine. Yay, they're so cute. So we'll have, by the end of this video, you should have your 2 back feet. Okay, your 2 front feet. And your 2 wings. Okay? Yay! So do that and then go to part 2. I will see you over at part 2. We will be working on the head. Yay! See you over there.